Hello everyone and welcome back to our Python series. Today we're going to dive into one of the most important data types in Python, that is lists. Lists are incredibly versatile and are used to store and manage collections of data. By the end of this video, you'll understand what lists are, how to create and modify them, and how to use various built-in list methods. Lists are fundamental for working with groups of data, so it's crucial to get comfortable with them early on. Let's get started. Let's begin with the basics. What exactly is a list? In Python, a list is a collection of items that are ordered and changeable. Think of it as a container that can hold multiple pieces of information in one place. A list can contain numbers, strings, other lists, or a mix of different data types. Lists are defined by placing items inside square brackets separated by commas. Here's a simple example of a list containing different types of data. My list square bracket 1, apple 3.14, true, then print my list. In this example, my list contains an integer 1, a string apple, a floating point number 3.14, and a boolean true. List can store any combination of data types. Now that we understand what a list is, let's go over how to create and access the elements within a list. Creating a list. To create a list, we just use square brackets with items separated by commas. Here's a simple example. Fruits equal to square bracket apple, banana, cherry. Then print fruits. Here we have a list of strings with 3 fruits. Indexing. Lists are indexed, which means each item in the list has a specific position. Python uses zero-based indexing. So the first item is at index 0, the second index 1, and so on. Print fruits 0 and print fruits 2. Remember, if you try to access an index that doesn't exist, Python will throw an index error, so be careful when working with list indices. Slicing. Slicing allows us to access a range of elements within a list. We can specify a start and an index separated by a colon to get a sublist. Print fruits 0 colon 2. Here we're slicing from index 0 to 2 but excluding 2, which gives us the first 2 items. Updating list elements. Lists are mutable, which means we can change the elements after the list is created. To do this, we simply assign a new value to the desired index. Fruits 1 equal to blueberry, then print fruits. In this example, we replace banana with blueberry. Slicing and updating are great ways to customize lists to fit your program's needs. Let's now move on to some of the most useful built-in methods for working with lists. Python provides a lot of methods that make it easy to manipulate lists. Let's go over some of the most commonly used ones. Append method. The append method allows you to add an item to the end of the list. Fruits.append orange, then print fruits. This is a quick way to add new elements without modifying any existing ones. Remove method. The remove method lets you remove a specific item from the list by its value. Fruits.remove blueberry, then print fruits. Here, blueberry is removed from the list. Sort method. The sort method sorts a list in ascending order. This works with lists of numbers or strings. Numbers equal to square bracket 3, 1, 4, 2. Type numbers dot sort, then print numbers. You can also sort in descending order by passing reverse equal to true. Numbers dot sort reverse equal to true, then print numbers. Reverse method. The reverse method reverses the order of items in the list. Numbers dot reverse, then print numbers. Insert method. The insert method allows you to add an item at a specific index. Fruits dot insert 1 comma kiwi, then print fruits. Pop method. The pop method removes the last item in the list and returns it. If you provide an index, it will remove the item at that index. Last fruit equal to fruits.pop. Then print last fruit and print fruits. These list methods are powerful tools that give you control over how your data is organized and managed. Practice these to get familiar with how they work. Finally, let's look at how we can use loops to iterate over items in a list. This is extremely useful for processing or analyzing each element individually. Using for loop, the most common way to loop through a list is by using a for loop. It's for fruit in fruits. Then print fruit. This will print each fruit in the list on a new line. Using range and len function. Sometimes we may want to access the index of each item in the list. We can do this by combining range with len. For I in range, len fruits colon print f the fruit at index I is fruits I. In this loop, I is the index and fruits I gives us the item at that index. Using while loops. Although less common, you can also use a while loop to iterate over a list. I equal to 0. While I is less than len fruits colon print fruits I plus equal to 1. Here we manually increase the index I in each iteration until it reaches the end of the list. Using loops is essential when working with lists because it lets you apply operations to every item efficiently. Try combining loops with list methods like append or pop for more complex tasks. Alright, let's quickly recap what we covered today. We talked about what a list is and how to create one, accessing and updating lists using indexing and slicing, several powerful list methods like append, remove, sort, and reverse, looping through lists using for loops, while loops, and range. Lists are one of the most versatile and frequently used data structures in Python, and mastering them will make many programming tasks much easier. Be sure to practice creating, modifying, and iterating through lists to get comfortable with these concepts. In our next video, we'll explore about control flow if else statements in Python. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss it. Thanks for watching and happy coding.